Life. It's pretty great, right? We get to go around, do fun stuff, have families, experiences, build communities. But there's a problem. We're all going to die someday. That means none of our life really matters. But hold on. We can make art and monuments and buildings and paintings that last far beyond our lifetimes. Well, there's another bigger problem. One that's vastly incomprehensible and ridiculously far in the future. Every star everywhere will blow up or wink out. The heat death of the universe. The end of all things. It's not just that nothing you do matters. Nothing anyone does matters if it's all going to disappear anyway. How do we solve this? Well, the video game Outer Wilds shows us the problem, and it might just show us the solution. Outer Wilds is a game about an amphibian hearthling exploring space to figure out why they're stuck in a 22-minute time loop. The player discovers that the purpose of the time loop is part of an elaborate series of events to find the eye of the universe, and, upon arriving, the player watches the end of the universe, rendered in spectacular artistic fashion. Outer Wilds shows the end result of all things, the inevitable heat death of the universe and its rebirth, by a new Big Bang. It puts into context the impermanence of everything the Hearthlings and the race of aliens who put the time loop in place, the Nomai, work towards. So, what's the point? Well, maybe there is none. Nihilism is the idea that nothing has any meaning. Everything will dissolve into magical space nothingness at some point, so why bother doing anything? However, as one scholar puts it, roughly, the fact that nothing matters doesn't matter. Sounds confusing? I'll explain. If nothing matters, there's literally nothing anyone can do to make things worse. We might as well live our lives according to the meanings people assign to things. After all, if we're wrong about this whole nothing matters thing, then it would matter a whole lot that we didn't do anything. In the meantime, we ought to focus on what makes us happy. Outer Wilds shows this, too. The Hearthlings live their lives in no particular hurry. They discover things gradually. Their explorers simply wait for the player to arrive and play their melody so they can be discovered. The other Hearthling to discover the time loop and the supernovas simply waits for death in their hammock. The Hearthlings find their enjoyment in the moment, never rushing, yet not truly idle. Reflecting on the inevitability of the heat death of the universe tends to minimize petty squabbles. We can easily put those things aside when we see the grand result everything will lead to. Nothing. The paradox of impermanence shows that nothing we do will amount to anything, yet meaning is found in the act itself. The player cannot do anything to stop the end of the universe in Outer Wilds, yet the story of the Hearthlings, the Nomai, and the 22-minute exploration of the galaxy itself end up contributing to the game's experience. If nothing we do amounts to anything anyway, wouldn't it be best to enjoy ourselves in the moment? Rather than waste the days screaming away at each other on social media, we can take a page out of the Hearthlings book. Explore, create, build community. Far before the heat death of the universe, we contend with the death of ourselves. We have limited time available to us. Perhaps even 22 minutes. How will you spend it?